All right, looks like we are up.
Jeffrey Epstein.
It's only a part of the story tonight.
Yeah, but it's a draw, so that's the first thing you got to say.
Oh.
Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah.
He did stuff. He's a bad man. He's not a good person.
We're not going to get into whether he's dead or alive.
He's not. He's living on the island again. I just saw a video. I didn't click on it, but it was a YouTuber that, I guess went on his island.
Yeah.
With his own boat. And then says he got followed after that. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to watch your video so I can go, you're not getting followed, you dumb idiot. Oh my God, Gonzo, we're literally live. I'm blocking him on Instagram.
All right. Yep, there we go. Now we're rolling. Yeah, so a lot of shit going on. I want to talk a little bit about Bigfoot. Cleveland almost got wiped off the map.
Did it?
You didn't hear about that meteor
No.
that entered and broke apart about right above Cleveland?
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that was just
It would have been fitting.
Just the other day. Maybe we'll open up at that a little bit. But Bigfoot apparently is having a Bigfoot convention
In Ohio. Yeah, no, fuck you, wow.
So we'll cover all that shit. But we're talking elites. We're kind of playing off what we did last week. Last week we talked about monarchies and the occult. We figure we push it forward. Move it forward to
keeping it rich and white.
Move it forward to modern day. So that is what this live stream and this episode will be about.
We should do the intro.
All right.
Talk about life.
Well, I read my opening.
Oh yeah, I forget we do that now again.
God damn, you gotta step it up.
I do one too.
I know, but you can't forget about it.
Every time.
Nah, we'll get started in a second. Maybe. Give Gonzo time to get in here.
Make a second profile.
Yeah, he's got to have time.
I don't believe that at all.
No.
That's a lie.
He's bicycle. Maybe tricycle.
I was trying to think of something in Spanish I could work into bi-curious, but I don't know that much Spanish.
I know 0, so you're above me. All right. I guess we could go ahead and get this ball rolling.
Might as well.
All right. me. Gotta stretch the jaws out.
Yeah, you do.
All right. Tonight we're stepping into one of the strangest intersections in modern history. Government power, secret societies, and the possibility that some of the most powerful people in the world have always been fascinated with the occult. Because when you actually look into the historical record, something strange appears. Governments really did experiment with psychic powers. Political elite really did join secret societies. And I fucked that up. And powerful figures really participate in ritual-like gatherings behind closed doors. So tonight we're walking a careful line between documented history and speculation. While we're asking uncomfortable questions, why do powerful people or institutions keep brushing up against the occult? Here we go. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the GITN Podcast, where we cover true crime, paranormal, and the occult, apparently, because we're going back-to-back weeks.
Yeah. What do you think about what do you think these wars are occult related?
I'm sure they are.
This is Iran, Israel, us, Afghanistan, Pakistan.
Oh, I didn't even know anything was going on there.
Yeah, they've called a ceasefire in honor of or in recognition of Eid.
Who's Eid?
It's a holiday.
Do I get it off work?
No.
Then I don't give a fuck.
I think it's... I don't know. I was going to say I think it's when they break their fast. Like, officially. But for Ramadan. But I don't know if that's
I break
true.
my fast all the time.
I haven't been fast ever.
No, but tonight, yeah, we're continuing on the occult theme that we did last week.
Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah. Last week we talked about the monarchs in the past and their
The black baseball team.
right, their fondness of the occult rituals. So we thought we'd step it up and move into modern history because the shit's still going on today if you look deep enough. And you don't even have to look that deep.
No, you pretty much just have to open social media at all.
You
could be a 9-year-old that just watches cartoons and like plays with yo-yos, and somehow the algorithm will put shit like this across your screen.
But so before we get started, we also like to talk about some modern stuff.
War.
Some, some current events, I guess. What's going on in the world today?
Jesus Christ. That's a valid question.
What?
Could a young Lamar Jackson scramble from a prime Jeffrey Epstein? 100%.
But would he want to?
Whoa.
That's what I'm saying.
You wouldn't want to get away from him?
No, would Lamar Jackson want to get away from him?
No, I think it's could. We're questioning
exactly.
the physical capability.
But would he want to? I'm sure he could if he wanted to, but would he want to?
I would hope so.
I doubt it.
How young are we talking?
I don't know. He's probably a little too old for Jeffrey.
That's what I'm saying, but it says a young Lamar Jackson.
I don't know.
I'm just going to say yes. Because in any world, Lamar Jackson, after the time that he could walk, is going to outrun Jeffrey Epstein.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying,
would he want
to?
Black kid, middle-aged Jewish money man.
I don't know.
They're known for funny accents, not fucking running fast. If they could run faster, would have been able to avoid some things in the past.
I guess. But apparently.
Or war.
No, I don't give a...
We're just going to keep
I
talking
could give
war.
two shits about the fucking
The war is this.
I could give two shits about the fucking war. I give two shits about Iran. Honestly, not that big on Israel either. I don't care.
That war is the occult.
Nah.
They all sit there and they go, yep. And then they go to war.
Yeah, I guess. Maybe. But
it'd be funny if that's how it worked.
More important than war, Bigfoot. There have been a vast array of sightings, multiple.
Well, yeah, it's along a known geological anomaly.
And the area in Ohio which this is happening currently, or it was happening, I'm not sure if there have been any more sightings, but it was a multiple day event by multiple people. This has a history of it.
The area?
Yeah, that area. I mean, in the past, there was another one of these outbreak in sightings.
Oh, well, okay. You saved it. I was going to say outbreak.
Outbreak in sightings.
There's outbreak in hairy people.
Back in the 70s, I believe.
Oh, that was just normal humans then. That was just before people started trimming their bushes and shit. Oh, caught it.
So, maybe something's going on. And then, a couple days ago, 2-3 days ago, I don't know if you listen to this on the audio feed, it'll be about a week ago.
About a week ago.
Asteroid damn near took out Cleveland.
Yeah, I don't even know that shit.
Came into the atmosphere, broke up, and exploded about 37 miles above the Earth, northern Ohio.
It probably would have been the best thing that happened to Cleveland since the last championship before LeBron left.
But it was seen by, it could be seen in 11 states. I've seen videos where, the sonic boom, where it broke the sound barrier, it rattled ring cams.
Do we hear anything from Canada about it?
No.
The utmost astrological minds are in Canada. Terrence and Phillip, Jim Carrey,
who's probably deceased.
Is Alanis Morissette I almost said Jewish.
She might be, but she's also Canadian.
Yeah, nailed it. Oh no. Kawhi Leonard, even though he just played in Drake. There we go. There's a fucking Canuck.
Isn't that a racist term?
I have no idea.
but who really cares? But anyway, so I think it's very interesting in that, an asteroid or meteor or whatever you want to call it. I guess it's an asteroid out in space, a meteor.
You think Bigfoot was running from it?
Probably. Or maybe he just wanted he or she.
Or maybe it's
I don't want to misgender fucking Bigfoot by any stretch.
They.
I don't want blue-haired Bigfoots coming after me.
They're pretty sick.
Maybe they just want a first-hand look.
Or maybe it's maybe not everything was destroyed by the atmosphere, and it was some type of delivery system for something necessary for them from their home planet.
I believe there have been reports that there's residue or little rocks, parts of it have been found throughout the county.
That's what they're there for. They're going to pick up the symbiote, like Venom.
Maybe. I don't know.
It's like a DoorDash for Bigfoots, for alien Bigfoots.
What in the fuck are you even talking about?
How DoorDash just drops it off, and that's what's happening. They had to go pick it up.
All right.
It's a signal from the heavens of bad things to come for Bigfoots.
All right.
Next thing you know, endorsement deal with Tesla, Bigfoot rocket, all the Bigfoots are going home.
Are you high again?
Yeah.
Okay.
With the Loch Ness,
question answered.
with the Loch Ness monster attached to the back from a collar and leash, like fucking Vacation.
Okay.
It'd be nice and fricasseed by the time they get there.
Maybe Bigfoot was talking or having an occult ritual. I don't know.
Probably. That's that. Yeah. There we go. That explains it. That makes sense. Some of the elites are Bigfoots. I would assume the first one I would take a swing at would be Hillary Clinton. You throw a dusting of hair on her, she's a girl Bigfoot.
I don't think she's that tall.
Yeah, that's why I say girl. They're inferior. In the primate world, it tends to happen.
But you don't have to say it. People will get pissy about that.
Physically smaller.
Okay. All right. Let's get to the occult.
What? It's science.
Okay. Let's get to the occult.
Evolution.
All right. Now, like I said, last week we dove a little bit into the past of the monarchs and their fondness for astrologers, for alchemists,
magicians.
They liked it. A
Seers.
lot of Merlins rolling around.
Gandalfs.
Yes. And Rasputin's and his...
I mean, what is Rasputin but a Russian...
pickled penis.
God damn, that fucking hog. But yeah, I mean, what is Rasputin but a Russian Dumbledore?
True. So we're going to kind of recap a little bit. Occultism was not always fringe. In the late 1800s, fashionable, used by all the intellectuals of the time. Esoteric traditions promised hidden knowledge, enlightenment, and power. The Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn attracted aristocrats, writers, scientists, and military figures of the time. These secret societies blended mysticism, Kabbalah, and ancient Egyptian symbolism into ritualistic magic.
Kabbalah Harris.
So that is pretty much what we were talking about last week. We didn't really mention the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn back then, but
we couldn't pronounce Hermetic yet.
Probably true.
We're still working on it.
But
I feel like it's been on this show and we looked it up.
Well, it has something to do with, we'll talk about it a little bit here. Well, follow along and you'll realize where we talked about it at. Because I believe he was a member. And you probably see his name down there at the very bottom.
Ozzy Osbourne.
Yes. But no matter what, people in general throughout history have always had a fondness or a craving for secret knowledge. Basically, we want shortcuts. We want to get there as quick as possible. And if
they have some trash shortcuts. They're like, in order to make life a little easier, we're going to fucking knock these kids off.
Well, this isn't talking about, I haven't even got to the kids yet. For the love of God.
I just assume that with every subject we're going to talk about.
No.
How many occult things are people like, no, they never killed a kid?
The occult goes much... Do I need to define it?
Widespread?
Yeah, the
maybe
occult
not deeper,
is
but
a
more
bigger
widespread
umbrella than what just Jeffrey Epstein and child issues.
stuff.
You know, the stuff that, what's his name from Westminster 3?
Which one?
Damien Eccles. That's occultish, what he does. Any kind of that magic or whatever it's fucking called is occultish.
Yeah.
Catholicism, their rituals, occultish. I don't give a fuck what you say.
Every other major religion. Yes.
Occult is about studying the unknown, essentially, in a spiritual or I don't know the exact word for it, but it's a very vast umbrella, just not diddling little kids.
But you might as well, you know? Like,
You might as well diddle. Is that what you're saying?
if you're going to be doing, I mean, hey. Walks like a duck, quacks like a duck.
Any kind of manifestation can be considered.
Oh, God. So every young
New age
every chick is fucked. Like, I'm manifesting a better situation by the end of the year.
It's just not about children. Now, we will get to some children shit. Believe
Of course
me.
we will. That's true.
Well, there are many cults, and cults are different than the occult, but good point. Let's see, where the fuck was I at? But if
We have an episode on Michael Aquino. They said research Michael Aquino. Then we have a whole episode on
we have
him.
a whole episode, very
Go
popular
back.
episode.
It's in there somewhere.
And we have an episode about the gentleman we're going to talk about now. We've covered it all.
We've got episodes about everything. We got Scientology. We have Nazi prison gang members. We've got serial killers. We've got, what else? We got a whole episode about shitty, dumb laws that was pretty popular back in the day.
Yeah, true. But the secret knowledge has always been a fascination of people throughout history. And I believe, and in full disclosure, we've talked about this. Secret societies, I was a member at one point of
The gay one.
probably the most popular one. I was a member at one point of the Freemasons, which is there are rituals in that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but it's also like we said here before. It's basically like the Amazon membership of underground organizations.
That's just the biggest and most popular because it's not very secret.
Yeah,
but there is ritual work, but it's
work makes it sound worse.
Well, that's what basically you call it. But you know, you're almost like a play can be considered a ritual.
So you are gay.
You're acting out certain events, not even for. And I know in Freemasonry, it's not for a outcome other than to understand where the order came from. It's not, trying to cull in the dark arts, but it is a ritual. So these terminologies.
Is that part of why it's secret?
What do you mean?
Like, is the origin of the group the secret?
No, here's the thing about Freemasonry. The secrecy isn't about not being known. They have fucking parades for the love of God.
Yeah, every other pickup truck I see has a sticker or a license plate frame.
The secrecy part is when it comes to Freemasonry. Now I was a Shriner too for a brief time.
Cool hats.
Awesome hat.
Did you have one?
Yeah, I don't know where it's at. I probably lost that.
Oh, God. Did you have to drive the little cars?
I didn't get to drive the little car.
Oh, you weren't a real member.
Oh, yeah, I was a real member for about 5 minutes.
You were a prospect.
I was a real member for about 5 minutes. But they like to drink, so I should have played with them a little bit more. But
Played with them.
But the secrets when it comes to Freemasonry, I will not give them.
You must earn them.
No, but it's not about what they do, how they do it, power. It has nothing to fucking do with that. And this is what the conspiracy theorists get wrong. When they say they're a secret society, it's just the access point is secret. I've always likened it to, think of your house. you wouldn't just give keys to your house to anybody. The secret parts of Freemasonry are the keys.
The man is the house.
No.
The Freemasonry is the book that you pull out of the bookshelf and it opens the door.
No, Freemasonry is what happens inside the house. It's not. It's what happens inside the house. Those things those rituals that do go on, they're basically plays, like I said. It's on the fucking internet. And some of these documentaries are very fucking accurate. There's a book you can buy that pretty much gives all this shit. I have the book.
Of course you do. I love imagining that like it's like middle-aged men putting on makeup like an actual play. I know it's not, but it's way funnier that way.
There is some weird attire.
Dudes putting on fucking like wig caps and shit like that. They're like, I can't fucking handle this anymore, Larry. 12-hour shifts and I gotta come back.
No, that's not even what the secret parts are. The secrecy is the only secret parts of Freemasonry are the passwords, the do's and don'ts.
Tangerines.
Kind of.
You're in.
The gestures. Those
is there a handshake?
Yes, multiple.
I was gonna say, I assume it's not one. That'd be pretty lame if it was just one handshake.
That is the only part of Freemasonry from what I learned in my time is actually secret that I cannot give.
The handshake?
All those things. And that's why I relate them to like keys to the house.
Do you get in like Undercover Brother? You seen that? Where he goes to get into the black like FBI headquarters and the lock on the door is just an arm that comes out of the wall. Right. And you have to like dap the arm up. And it's just a person's arm in like black latex, like doing all these handshakes with Eddie Griffin. And then he's like, blackness confirmed. And then the door opens. No.
But like a better example would be it's like the password, the code to get into your garage door opener. You're just not going to give that to fucking anybody.
Oh, yeah, unless they, like, watch your dogs or anything, something like that.
Right.
That's somebody important.
That's the key. And because what happens inside the house, and it's like...
would get you 25 to life in those states.
I wish. I would probably still be a member. Probably be a little bit more fun.
Y'all ain't doing enough killing around these parts, fucking pussies.
Here's the thing. Freemasonry...
liberals.
Basically, if you want to sit around and argue about trash... win the trash.
It's an HOA.
If we want to get a bigger dumpster for an hour and a half, then by all means.
So it's an HOA meeting.
Pretty much.
Dude, man, it's so much lamer now. HOAs have ruined everything. HOAs have ruined all like gregarious meetings of people in a community for me.
Right. But what happens inside the house
stays.
It's kind of boring.
It's the Vegas of after school groups.
Right.
But what happens there stays there.
Everything that people think is secret, the secrets that they hold, they don't hold fucking secrets.
They're looking at a water bottle.
Now, are there people that are Freemasons? Powerful people that are Freemasons? Yes, there are. They're powerful not because they're Freemasons. They're powerful because they're powerful people anyway. And they're looking for... It's a social club, essentially, is all it fucking is. So, but like I said, the secrets that people make a big deal of aren't like all these rituals that you can find YouTube videos of, basically, or reenactments and documentaries. I've seen them all.
I just think it's funny that, like,
those aren't the actual secrets.
If you get it on camera, it can't be that important.
No, I mean, they're reenactments.
Other than Bohemian Grove.
They're reenactments, basically, what they are. But as a Freemason is not, they can actually they just can't tell you the certain things to gain access.
Fair enough.
And now there are some secret societies that go, much deeper. That are probably
fraternities.
Well, and we'll kind of discuss a little bit. Basically, that is basically what it is.
A middle-aged man
just
fraternity.
Really boring.
Yeah, just
no alcohol.
An old guy frat.
No alcohol.
No, what the fuck?
Yes, no alcohol.
Is that like in the guidelines?
Yes.
That's fucking dumb. Every good decision made in history had alcohol involved.
I mean, that's where you lost me.
I mean, if you think about it, according to Game of Thrones and shit, that you didn't drink anything but alcohol after you were like 6.
Well, that's all I had to drink is ale.
And wine.
And wine.
Not that Dornish piss.
But I think, in my personal opinion, secret societies are so overblown.
Unlike us, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's almost comical. These conspiracy theorists want to talk about symbolism and yes, there's a lot of symbolism in Freemasonry. And yes, and we will kind of talk about that a little bit. A lot of our founding fathers were Freemasons, so that is why there's a lot of symbolic Freemasonry imagery can be seen on our money, on
Jay-Z albums.
Yes, and Washington, D.C. But to say that all these secret societies are in league with the occult or the devil is pretty much bullshit. Not all of them. I'm sure there are. There actually are, but
like the Boy Scouts.
I mean, I can only speak of Freemasonry because I was, like I said, I was a member for many years, pretty high up in the ranks.
I was a Boy Scout for like a year, maybe 2.
Right.
Right there with you. Same.
And I can say honestly, from my experiences, there's nothing evil or a lot of people want to say satanic with it. No, not at all. You couldn't be even more wrong. I mean, for the love of God, when you get your 3rd degree, they give you a fucking Bible.
Well, I mean, that's the whole thing with the Catholic Church, hiding in plain sight. Like, rituals are bad all the time unless they're ours.
Now,
ours are cool and good.
With that being said, like everything else, are there
Satan worshiping, baby killing Freemasons? Yeah, probably.
But just by the sheer law of averages, yes. But it doesn't mean the fraternity or the organization is. You know what I'm saying? Just like that's like saying there's a Satanist doctor, or he or she or whatever. Mentioned Michael Kino, occult practitioner, leader of a satanic organization.
I wonder if that's where they got the name for Kino.
So he was a military. I forget what his rank was, but I know he went through the Green Beret from memories. But I don't think he was a general.
He did stuff.
He was high up in the military.
Oh, I doubt he was a general.
But he was high up in military intelligence. Does that mean everybody in the military is Satanist? No.
Yes.
No. So that is where people go off the rails. All right. So now we're getting back to rant over. We're going to get back into kind of the more modern occult practices in the government and elites. Now, like I said, the word occult has gotten I don't want to say negative. Yes, there's some bad stuff, but
cult or occult?
Occult. Now, there's a difference between occult, and the occult.
And the Indianapolis Colts.
And occult.
They're pretty similar.
A cult is a group of people doing something. Not always bad. The Catholic Church, organized religion, is a cult.
Yes. Facts.
The Democratic Party is a cult. The Republican Party is a cult. The Libertarian Party is a cult.
I just thought of that. I've never heard of a satanic school.
I'm sure there probably is somewhere.
Because I know that's a really big moneymaker for, specifically the Catholic Church. It's going to cost you like $25,000 a year to send a kid to fucking Catholic school now.
Well, what is it? Robert Morris? No. What's that school? Liberty is a Christian university. And I went to a Roman Catholic college.
I just listened to a guy today that was a professor, and so was his wife at Evergreen University. It was like an anti-university. Like there was no like hierarchy
Weinstein.
with. Huh?
I think.
Yeah.
The one of the Weinstein. Oh,
Weinstein,
whatever. That's where he taught.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
You watched Dane Jones, in other words. Okay,
That was the most confusing fucking episode.
I did not.
It was very interesting, but it just seemed to bounce around a lot. But God, he had a sexy voice. He started talking. I was like, wet.
Which that's not the. He's got a brother. There's brothers.
Harvey. I'm kidding. He's not related to Harvey. I don't think
is he the one that always goes on Rogan, or is that?
I don't know. I think he's got his own show.
I think his brother always goes on Rogan.
Mm-hmm. Brett Weinstein. That's who we're talking about.
I think isn't it Eric? I think his brother's name Eric. I think he's the one that always goes on Rogan. Because they look alike.
Let's find out. I don't even know. I've never even seen the dude.
Anyway, go ahead. But anyway, getting back to the.
Anyway, go ahead. But anyway,
you looked at.
You like the dude that blessed himself on the draft. You saw that. Yeah. He sneezed. And he was like, "Excuse me." He was like, "Bless you, thank you," and just continued answering questions.
Hey, nobody else was going to do it.
Let's see.
I think Eric is the one that always shows up on Rogan. He's a frequent guest. But anyway.
Eric, yeah, that is his brother.
Yeah.
Or at least that's what they want us to think.
Right. So, like I was saying, we covered monarchs and their love for astrologers and alchemists and all that happy horse shit. It didn't end with the monarchies. It continued with modern government, and that is what we're going to touch on now. Now, let's talk about we're talking about the roles in some of these occultist roles in the government. Let's start with the most popular and most divisive one of them all. Aleister Crowley.
Ozzy Osbourne.
And he does have a strange connection to intelligence. Not being smart.
He didn't look like it either.
We're talking about intelligence in gathering.
The intelligentsia.
CIA before the CIA, or MI6 before the MI6.
MI5.
He becomes one of the most controversial occultists in modern history. His philosophy of, I forget how this is. Thelema? I think it's called pronounced.
Thelema. I have no idea.
Centered around.
It just sounds right. It sounds like some shit a guy with his eyebrows.
I think it's called Thelema, I think is how you pronounce it. I don't know. Don't give a fuck. It revolved around personal will and ritual magic. It is a spiritual and philosophical system. It blends mysticism, ceremonial magic, philosophy, and personal spiritual development. The word thelema, whatever, is Greek and simply means will. And he is one of his biggest quotes that everybody's heard is, "Do what thy will shall be the whole of the law." Which basically do what makes you happy, basically, if I simple it down. Which, in theory, not a bad fucking idea or way to live.
Yeah, this seems a little more open, though.
Yeah, I mean, in theory. Just like in our, I think we've covered satanic. I know I covered the satanic panic before you came around and really dove a little bit deep into the satanic.
It's a good time for the news in the United States.
It's a satanic topic. Then we covered Michael Kino.
And the West Memphis 3.
There is some, just like in I'm going to use the word religion for Satanism.
Every group that believes something.
And there is some, actually, just like all religions, there's some things you can take from it that aren't that fucking bad.
Yeah, if it's all bad, and nobody, like any right-minded human's not going to be like, damn, there's nothing. Nothing appealing.
And if I remember correctly, I might be wrong with this, so don't quote me, but Michael Kino was a member of the Church of Satan with, what's his name?
Anton LaVey?
Anton LaVey, correct. Thank you for that. And he didn't like, because the Church of Satan, probably the most well-known, most popular
metal as fuck
satanic organization or religion, church, I guess would be a better word for it. he didn't like the way that LeVay was running things, because basically, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Aquino wanted to be more ritual, more drawing on the darker shit, summoning some stuff. And
he wanted imaginary friends.
To where, so he broke apart and created Temple of Set.
He was set tripping.
So Aquino was a little further out there than Anton LaVey, and was a little bit more into the darker side of all of that. Which, yes, probably not good. But who am I to bash on anybody's belief?
Anton LaVey just gave off the vibe of like a an edgy dork.
Yeah, probably. But these rituals, let's get back to Aleister Crowley. Now, these rituals that Crowley and DeLima did, basically, they focused on the mind, they shaped consciousness, and aligned with practitioners with spiritual forces. So basically, kind of like modern, what's that religion? Witchcraft, basically.
Wicca?
Wicca, yes, that's what I'm, kind of like that. As my interpretation.
Can't say I know much about Wicca.
But Aleister Crowley,
other than
from our other episode, did naturally, if I was a guessing man, I don't practice this stuff. I'm not an expert by any stretch.
You're talking about practice?
That's right. If you are dabbling in this, there's a good chance you're going to come across something, or something might present itself to you, just like in ghost hunting or paranormal investigation.
Or the Bible.
You fuck around, eventually you might find out, you might, just like a Ouija board, which, bullshit. We've done it. Did we interact with anything? Nope. Did anything happen when we did?
We need to try the fucking, see about the hand. Have you seen Take My Hand, I think it's called?
No.
Interesting little horror film. I'm not going to say it was great. Didn't have the highest budget, but it was very Ouija board-esque, but it wasn't a Ouija board.
But my point is, if you dick around with the Ouija board enough, you might call in something.
You're going to get the balls.
Because it's intent. A lot of it is intent.
It's like Ferris Bueller or Breakfast Club. Remember, son, you mess with the bull, get the horns.
So if you dick around with stuff like this, eventually you might come across something, just like I was saying in paranormal investigating or ghost hunting. You put yourself in those situations. What's he doing? I don't know.
He might have just been scratching. I just heard a lot of movement, and he
Probably
doesn't move very much.
But if you...
He's a perfect dog for this household.
If you ghost hunt, you could come across something. That is the whole point. Come across a ghost, correct?
Yeah.
And there is a chance.
That's how you can tell people expect to not find any ghosts, because when there's something ghost does happen, they're like, oh, fuck, oh.
But there is a chance when you're doing this, you could come into...
What?
You could come into something more, a little bit more... you could come across something evil or demonic, if you will.
Did you just accidentally call me a C word? It really sounded like you can't go...
I might have, but I wasn't directed toward you.
Yeah, sometimes bad things happen when you're looking for good things or for what you want.
Right. I mean...
like side effects from medicine.
Right. You got to take the good with that. But
I saw a bad one.
My point is, whenever you're dealing with anything like that, there's good and bad to everything. You could come across something a little nasty.
Yeah. It's just like I said, I saw some random fucking pharmaceutical ad, and one of the side effects was like, could cause like heart or lung issues that could result in hospitalization or death. That was the first one they said. I was like, ooh, what? Like it might fix your fucking, like, I don't know, your skin condition, but you might also die. Just,
I think I'll take the shits and be done with it.
Keep that in mind. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what happened to just diarrhea, vomiting, upset stomach? What happened to just that? Now they're like, it could give you a chest infection that kills you. It's probably going to make your children pee irradiated liquid waste, and it's going to make your husband's jizz smell like fucking spinach.
The one that always, when it comes to those pharmaceutical ads and the side effects, is some of the mental health ones.
Yeah, they're like, oh, if you have depression, take this, but it might make you want to off yourself more.
I was like, isn't that the whole point?
Yeah, that like
take this because you.
But I mean, that's
not
even ones that are advertised on TV. Like, there's just a lot of like depression meds and shit, like SSRIs and shit, can have that effect on some people.
It makes no sense to me.
It's just the science of the human body. Everybody's body works differently, and it takes, which is interesting. I listened to that Brett Weinstein guy.
Yeah,
he said some crazy shit about he's had this thought in his mind since grad school apparently, and it was super cool because they got into it about if he wonders if maybe divorce rates wouldn't be so high if people didn't wear deodorant.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, and it came from. They were talking about, this is from the Danny Jones podcast for anybody that didn't pick up on that earlier. They were talking about some like t-shirt experiment where they took like sweaty t-shirts from dudes and they like rated a woman's like attraction to him just off of the pheromones in it. And a lot of the reason that we find each other's pheromones attractive is because our body, I think specifically women's, naturally pick out and look for pheromones that have to do with the immune system. So their body will like naturally pick up like when you have a heavier hormonal or pheromonal discharge that signifies for like this thing or the other genetically. Their body picks up on that because it's a place that they're weak in.
So that's
genetically. So you are predisposed to try to make a stronger next generation of kids.
So basically, Brett was saying, I'm not getting laid because I'm wearing deodorant.
He's married.
What?
His wife's a professor too.
What the fuck do I give a fuck about if he's married? He's saying,
you're not getting laid
because I'm.
Yeah, we have to stop wearing deodorant. We have to smell worse.
So quit showering, quit.
Yeah, we have to smell worse. I found that very interesting though. Like it's an actual like there's a scientific point specifically for that of the immune system and picking up on that naturally.
I personally thought I wasn't getting laid because I'm old and ugly. Now I have, so
and kind of antisocial.
I'm not antisocial.
Yes, you are.
Just because I don't.
You're not antisocial. You're not traditionally antisocial, but you are antisocial in that you don't start conversations.
I'm not.
If nobody talks to you, you will just.
Exactly.
For
Unless
3 hours.
Is interesting. But let's face it, where I go, people aren't that interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, if somebody sits there and talks to me, well, it depends on my mood. Sometimes I just like to go have a beer, had a bad day, I don't want to talk, I want to work out fucking my problems in my head.
I'm going to get you one of those hats with the scrolling LED thing, and you can put your mood on it. Like smiley faces one day, and the next day, bitchy.
I just need open for business or don't fuck with me.
Diarrhea.
But sometimes I go to the bar, just have a beer, and think I might be struggling with something, have a tough decision or whatever.
Just listen to Simon and Garfunkel in your head. Hello, darkness, my old friend.
I'm trying to work out something. There's 2 places that I work out. If I would drive across the country, I could probably cure cancer. Because that's where I do my best thinking.
Yeah, I do that. I do that shit on my day off. Like sometimes I'll be gone for like 3 or 4 hours on a Sunday when we're both off.
Yeah.
Most of that's just driving around listening to a podcast or music, just kind of aimlessly, like in a general direction to where I want to end up. But I'm like, oh, I've never done down this road.
Yeah. But if I'm struggling with something or I have a tough decision, I will drive or go to the bar and sit and contemplate and form a game plan. Those are the 2. Now, sometimes I'll go to the bar just to fucking people watch and say, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Those are days you can talk to me. When I'm contemplating those are days I have the resting bitch face and don't want to be fucked with.
We have a resting bitch face anyway.
That's true.
It's just natural.
Women find that attractive.
I kind of do too. I just like, what? What? Why does Arby's have the Somalians? I don't get it. Is there something going on in Somalia that I don't know about? I can't even deal with fucking world news at this point.
They got the beef. Anyway, let's get back to Aleister Crowley. Now,
they have the meats.
Oh,
Wendy's was where's the beef?
That's right.
Arby's is Wait, is it? We've got the meats. Dun, 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 dun. That's how fat both of us are. You could be like, hey, tell me a random fact about World War II, and we might, actually, we'd probably have more than most people, but in the moment, we might space it, but we'll be able to recite fucking fast food jingles. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
I haven't had fast food. Well, see, I don't count Chipotle as fast food.
No, because I'm thinking about going to Chipotle tonight. Just because
I was thinking about doing it tonight just to get something different.
Yeah, right. Because I got to go to the grocery store tomorrow and buy more shit.
But anyway,
it is crazy. The fact that we talked about this, but it is not to like totally break the fucking fourth wall, but like just to talk about how you and I have been living for the last handful of months, and then the switch up that we've made. It's still. Like, I still find myself, like, watching TV and be like, I'm kind of hungry, and be like, oh, there's food here that I can eat.
Oh, yeah, because I went for, what, 6 months? Probably closer to a year.
Just all takeout.
Fuck it.
I was right there with you, for real. Like, I very rarely cooked there for a long time.
Because when I eat...
I got some sausage. I got to make some...
Who the fuck's calling me? I'm podcasting.
Is it anybody important?
No.
Oh, Phil's mom, if you're watching this or listening to this, I got your son to eat fucking oatmeal.
Yeah.
And he likes it.
As a matter of fact, I was thinking about having it for dinner, if I didn't have to sit for about an hour.
Yeah, just put some tuna in it. Extra protein.
I was thinking about making another night.
It's good.
I was a little pissed off this morning.
Why?
My plan was going to go to work, start my day, eat my fucking oatmeal.
That's usually what I do. I ate before I left today.
But...
Actually, I was sitting in that seat.
I walked into work and basically the world was on fire. I had to put out more fires.
Literally,
pretty much. I put out such big fires that I should have my own month in the fireman's calendar. That's how fucking. So I didn't say.
Oh no! What happened, boys? The sales went down this year.
But I couldn't really sit at my desk and eat my fucking. I had to go to a machine, do what I was doing, and kind of take bites when I could.
Get a camel pack, the little backpack with the straw.
What are you talking about?
No, the little backpack with the straw and the water thing. Just dump it in there before you go to work and just lay there. Like...
So I was a little upset. I couldn't enjoy it.
It's good though, right?
I was looking forward to it, but couldn't enjoy it.
See, and now that you know you like it, then you can tweak it. I was thinking about grabbing some of that peanut butter powder tomorrow when I go to the store.
Yeah.
That'd be, because I'll use that shit. I like the peanut butter I get, but just for shit like that, it'd be more convenient.
Yeah, let's get back to Aleister Crowley. Enough of this.
He loved peanut butter.
He did.
There's one thing people won't tell you about old Alley Boy, old Al Sharpton Crowley, is that he loved him some fucking peanut butter. He would nibble all of the hard chocolate off of the outside of the Reese's and
who doesn't do that?
And spit it?
Oh no, I eat it, but I eat it.
I don't do. I take the first bite and then I'll like trim off the edges a little bit.
I start trimming out the edges.
I do that with Pop-Tarts.
Hey, this is a bad time to be kind of cutting out sweets.
Why? Easter? Oh yeah, the best shape of Reese's cup.
Yes,
because it's egg, and Christmas tree, pumpkin. It's probably egg, Christmas tree, football, pumpkin.
I'm still gonna say the egg, Reese's peanut butter, egg.
Actually, that's not true. I put the Christmas tree number one.
Go fuck off. No,
because I actually like because there's such a concentration of because the peanut butter in those is softer. I swear to God, than a Reese's cup.
The egg's much softer,
and so is the Christmas tree.
Yeah.
So I like how the Christmas tree has those corners of chocolate, so you get like a snap of chocolate. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just gonna say it. The egg is the perfect ratio of peanut butter to chocolate.
But how is the football not? It's weird. How'd they fuck that up? I think it's because it's
probably Jesus has something to do with it.
I think it's because of the decreasing angle.
I think Easter
on each
and
end.
Jesus have something to do with the way he's blessed the Reese's.
Jeester.
I'm just saying.
Jesus cup.
And I'm not
Jesus peanut butter cups.
I cheated on my diet.
I cheat on my diet every week.
And had one yesterday.
I don't give a fuck. I cheat on my diet every week. I had a couple chicken wings today. Which that doesn't really count because I have not been eating very much the last 2 days. I haven't been very hungry. I went to Chinese buffet on my Monday tradition. I think it was Monday.
Anyway, okay.
It was great. Oh my god.
Amazing.
I went in there. I was like, I walked in there. They went, oh holy shit. Well, fuck.
All right, let's get back to Aleister Crowley. During World War II, there were claims Crowley assisted British intelligence.
Probably.
Crowley allegedly was involved with the MI. I don't think it was MI6 back then.
It was MI5.
Okay, but apparently this all started even.
It was an MK5 Miata.
Yeah, apparently it actually dated back and started during World War One, where he basically what Crowley did during World War One was wrote articles for a German hard R on propaganda. Propaganda.
It ends with an A, Phil. Why'd you have to put the R on there? It's a whole different meaning.
Well, no, because I had a brain fart. I was like, wait, German. I automatically went to World War II. But
the motherfucker keeps moving like a normal dog would, and it's freaking me out.
But the Germans were heavily started the fucking First War too. They started a lot of wars.
Yeah, why would you have him around for the second one? It didn't work out for you the first time.
But
and your uniforms weren't as cool.
Well, he wrote for a German propaganda magazine called The Fatherland.
That was so racist. Propaganda.
The articles were actually part of a British intelligence operation designed to infiltrate and discredit pro-German propaganda.
Yeah.
Well, makes sense.
Yeah. In the United States.
Right.
Okay.
In the United States.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Duh.
Yeah. So, this has nothing to do with the occult or his belief system. This basically said it because he was a good writer.
Why are you staring at me? There you go.
I'm going to eat you. Intelligence agencies have historically recruited unusual personalities for unconventional work, which makes sense.
Charles Manson.
Well, that, or even celebrities.
Sirhan.
Well, even like celebrities. CIA is big, has always been big on recruiting celebrities because nobody thinks they're going to be a spy. You know?
Alec Baldwin.
Possibly. But Crowley had personal connections with people who were very, 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 very close to British intelligence, including Ian Fleming.
James Bond.
The future creator of the James Bond series.
Oh, I was just throwing out a shot in the dark.
Yeah, Ian Fleming. He was apparently homeboys with Ian Fleming.
Who gives a fuck?
Well, but Fleming was and worked with British intelligence during World War II.
Is he the one that at least wrote the good fucking James Bond movies?
I think he wrote. They're all based on his books.
Oh, how many fucking books did he write?
I don't know. Well, I'm sure he didn't write Goldeneye. He just created the character.
Fucking the gay Sherlock Holmes.
Some researchers believe Crowley may have advised British intelligence on psychological warfare ideas, including symbolic propaganda strategies. Which
go ahead.
Which makes sense. One claim suggests Crowley proposed using occult symbolism against the Nazis, who themselves were big into the mystical imagery or the occult, which we will touch on a little bit. Why would intelligence agencies use Crowley? A, access to elite social circles. There's no doubt he was popular. Just like there's something about people that do have this kind of mindset and practice this kind of stuff that draws in kind of the elites.
It's weird.
Just like Anton LaVey.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure fucking what's their tits? MGK and
Megyn Kelly?
Megan Fox.
Megan Fox, yeah.
I'm sure they would definitely be hanging out with a dude like that if he was around today.
But I think there's all the celebrities went to, what was it, the Black House in San Francisco?
Racist.
That was Anton LaVey.
Is it like the anti-White House?
No, I think.
Well, no, legitimate thought.
It was the house that he lived in San Francisco. I think it was called the Black House.
The House of the Rising Sun.
It was black.
It was big, black,
and I think
had big black concrete.
I think Ghost Adventures did one of their episodes there.
In the Black House? Did they catch any EVPs?
Yeah. But
did you hear that? Play that back. Fuck y'all doing in my house.
But celebrities were big on, could be seen coming in and out of there. I one like Sammy Davis Jr. went to the Black House. And you would not.
Man, what a top tier person to see leave any building ever. Yeah.
But you would think most of you who listen to this, well, the 5 of you that listen to this, or 2, probably don't know who Sammy Davis Jr. is.
Part of the Rat Pack.
But you would not put
Black Frank Sinatra.
You would not think that Sammy Davis Jr. would be, from his public persona, would be around that kind of. But public and personal.
Well, I mean, you wouldn't have thought that fucking what's his name, Johnny B. Good guy, like to fart in prostitutes' faces and shit either. Chuck Berry.
Oh, really?
I'm pretty sure there's a story. I don't know if it was a fetish or if he just did it, but I'm pretty sure there's a pretty detailed account of him ripping ass in either a prostitute's mouth or her face. And I really hope it wasn't for a fetish. I hope it was just out of defiance. Like, you gonna pay me my money? Spart. Fuck you. And then he duck walks out of the room.
Right, but anyway,
so many people aren't going to get these musical references that we're making right now.
Intelligence agencies would use a guy like Crowley or people like Crowley. Like I said,
I gotta roll this chair.
Elite access to elite social circles, international traveling connections. So he was well traveled, knew people everywhere.
They use what's his name? Leonardo DiCaprio from Catch Me If You Can.
Yeah,
Frank Abagnale.
Yeah.
How the fuck did I pull that out of my ass?
I don't know. But
I'm not autistic at all.
He had Crowley had the ability to move in artistic and intellectual
artistic, same thing,
and intellectual communities, which is, I think, probably on the
autistic's way better in the next sentence.
I think that is on page 2 of the intelligence agency's handbook.
Being able to exist?
No, getting into the artsy-fartsy crowd. Hollywood.
Sammy Davis Jr.
Yes, going to the Antelope Bay. But, and also their people with his type of reputation made them unpredictable, which kind of tickles the fancy of intelligence agencies.
There's like a blacked out drunk, like college age girl when they just decide to go on side quests out of nowhere and you lose them for a couple hours.
But like everything else we do here on the GITN podcast, we like to cover both sides
of our toast and butter.
Yes. There is no surviving documents that definitely prove Crowley was a part of any, and let me repeat that, any intelligence agency, or he was an asset.
That's how you know he was.
Now, let me ask a question. Is it crazy that intelligence agencies might experiment with unconventional thinkers?
Are you asking me or
people
or normal people?
Normal people or you, but since I'm talking to you,
no, I don't put it past any 3-lettered agency to do anything that they think will work to their advantage. I don't want to say to the advantage of what they're attempting to do, because the FBI ain't doing shit. Kash Patel's a twat.
Waffle.
He is. I don't like that motherfucker.
Racist.
No, it has nothing to do with the color of his skin. It has to do with the color of his belly. He's a yellow belly.
Oh, okay. But anyway, in my personal,
what do you think I was going to say?
I don't know. You're like Gonzo. I never know.
Just pull out the most unused stomach-related racist term ever.
Yes. Now, I'm
not a fan, though.
In my personal opinion, I personally believe that they look for these type of people.
It's an easy scapegoat.
Yeah.
As soon as something bad happens and they're connected to you can be like, well, it's the fucking weirdo.
No.
It was the girl that that didn't talk through most of Breakfast Club.
Ali Sheedy.
Is that really her name?
Ali Sheedy, not Shitty. Sheedy.
Shitty. It's Shitty. She's shitty. She's shitty for the rest of her life. Ali Shitty. And the award for quietest performance goes to Ali Shitty. And you just hear her like dad in the background like, oh, God damn it.
All right. So let's move forward in time. Let's move to the Cold War.
Boo. The most boring war.
Now, the Cold War and the government psychic experiments, which we've also touched on.
Just playing Mortal Kombat of the Minds back in the day.
Yeah, in past episodes. But during the Cold War, the United States and Soviet Union both feared the other had psychic research programs.
And that's got to be, that has to lend to its truth.
Oh, yeah.
If it's confirmed that either side of anything is like, oh man, I think they got this going on, we better work on it. There's got either it lends to the possible truth of it, or the other side is just sitting there like, these fucking idiots actually think we got psychics with a bunch of dumb fucking Ruskies.
There you go. Or dumb fucking Americans.
Yeah, either way, yeah.
Well, anyway, hold on. I'll get that. But where was I at?
How are the plans coming to force feed them fast food for the next 60 years until they're fat as fuck?
But this fear helped lead the U.S. government to launching Project Stargate. Now,
great movie.
This program studied remote viewing, which we've also talked about.
Mm-hmm.
The idea that someone could physically observe distant locations. Go back and see that episode. Participants attempted to describe military bases, secret installations, and geographic locations, which I believe we talked about in that episode. There is documentation of, I believe, a remote viewer found Soviets had a down aircraft, I believe in South America somewhere, and a remote viewer viewed it, and we actually got to it first by the location that the remote viewer described.
Yeah.
So
I wonder how long it takes. Like you see, it's like an interrogation room, and they're like, "Tell us what you see, Christopher," and he's just like, "I see grass," and the guy on the other side of the window with that muffled on the other side of glass sound is like, "Oh fuck, we're gonna be here forever." I see grass and rocks.
Now, this program lasted approximately 2 decades before being shut down, but which we covered. They probably never shut it down. But why would serious intelligence agencies spend money on something like this if there wasn't something to it?
We have everything else. Like, we're up to par on every other technology for the most part, so fuck it.
Right. But, the Cold War...
They just need somewhere to put the extra couple $1 billion in their military budget.
Just to play devil's advocate. Now, the Cold War, like you said, was a very funny, weird time. Most of you that watched this did not live through it.
It was not very entertaining. I was born at the end of it.
Yeah, you were born...
I think I was born after it was technically over.
What year were you born?
89. Didn't they pull the wall down? Was that kind of the...
88, 87.
Yeah, wasn't that kind of the whole...
You're right around that time, yeah. Yeah, so I lived through it. It was kind of weird.
Fucking Ruskies.
Back then, we thought
Thought your desk could save you from a nuke.
Nuclear bomb, Get on your desk.
Dude, could you imagine? They should have, just for comedic value, they needed to have one experimental elementary class where they showed an actual detonation of a nuclear bomb, and they're like, "Now, kids, this is why we get under the desk." And I want to see what percentage of those kids would sit there and go, and look under the desk like, bitch, no.
But so the time of the Cold War was kind of weird. The New Age was that New Age hippy dippy philosophy.
People started to talk about stones and shit.
Yeah, it was kind of picking up steam. So of course, the government probably would pick up a little bit on it.
Gonzo's younger than me, I'm pretty sure.
Of course, they would actually kind of dabble in unconventional science. Okay, now let's get to the part we kind of ranted about before. It was secret societies and power networks. Elite networking organizations have existed throughout the centuries. Secret societies and powerful networks like the Freemasons, one of the oldest and most influential fraternity organizations in the world. Many political leaders, military officers, and business elites have been members known for their ritual traditions, symbolic architecture, and private lodges.
And their gay love.
There is no gayness.
Not since you left.
Well, maybe there is now. I don't know.
Bill took that tradition with him.
Yes. I mean, I wish there were hookers and blow, but there were not. If there were, I'd probably still be a member.
Probably couldn't afford it. Freemasons only get the best of baby laxative cocaine.
Like I said, there was a bunch of old men arguing about
and they
trash.
only get prostitutes that have curable diseases.
Now, yes. But
that is exactly what the Freemasons do.
Let's move in. I mentioned when I was going through that rant about fraternities.
Should talk about George Bush and shit.
This is something very like that because it takes place on a college campus. Skull and Bones is an elite social society at Yale University. Members have included several U.S. presidents, intelligence officers, and powerful business leaders, often cited as an example of elite networking within American power structures or universities. I will add that.
College cults.
Yes.
Start them young.
Yes. Now this Skull and Bones has rituals. We've heard of the induction where I think they put them in a coffin, piss on them or something stupid like that.
It's a buried alive match?
Yes, I don't know, but I could be wrong with that. I could be making it up.
That'd be sick. They should do that. If every time they induct people into Freemason or into the Skull and Bones, fucking what's his name? Glenn, what's his tits? Gets a fucking contract. Kane. Kane
from WWE?
Yeah. How sick would that be? You got a bunch of fucking teenagers in cloaks and shit doing all this dumb shit, and then out of nowhere, just red fire explosion. Some guys in the corner like, oh my God, it's Kane!
Yeah, but
it'd be way more entertaining.
I wouldn't say this is...
You'd have so many more members.
I don't classify Skull and Bones as a secret society. I guess, by definition, it is a secret society. But it's so isolated based just by... Unlike Freemasonry, where anybody can join if you know how to get to the meeting,
right,
or know how to do it. There's a certain way you have to certain way to
know the
approach
password.
Being a Freemason.
What's the password?
But Skull and Bones it's so narrowed to men at Yale.
Gay,
probably. But with the institution of Yale, there have been a lot of presidents, a lot of senators or people in politics have went through Yale because it's an Ivy League school.
Ooh.
So the odds of a man at Yale could be the reason why these people are in Skull and Bones or these powerful people end up. I think it's because powerful people go to Yale, soon to be or future powerful people, because they go to Yale, it's an Ivy League school, and they just happen to join the Skull and Bones process or fraternity organization. It's not that Skull and Bones makes these future people, powerful. You understand? Okay.
I just forget about Yale sometimes. I feel like Harvard has taken like the top spot for Ivy League schools. That's all I think of when I think of Ivy League. And Brown.
Possibly.
I don't even know what the fuck else there is other than Brown, Yale.
Brown, Columbia. Princeton.
Yeah.
Penn.
That's the one that shocked me.
Penn?
Yeah.
Not Penn State. Penn.
I know.
Okay. Colgate.
What might have been more sense if it was Penn State with the secret societies.
Yeah. I think Colgate. I think one of them.
Toothpaste?
No, it's
You think it's the same family though?
Maybe, I don't know.
That'd be some interesting shit. Is it in Pennsylvania?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that's where Colgate's from. I'm pretty sure Colgate, Pennsylvania. I could be completely wrong. Somebody that's listening to this, like, what a fucking idiot! It was started in fucking, I don't know, Thailand.
I don't know. Let's see here. Now let's get to one that a lot of people know of now is Bohemian Grove. Anybody that follows Alex Jones knows about Bohemian Grove.
That's where they're turning the frickin' frogs gay.
It's a private retreat in Northern California where influential political leaders, corporate executives, and media figures gather each summer, famous for the cremation of care, a ceremony performed before a giant owl statue. Now, I believe that's supposed to represent Moloch or whatever.
Moloch. Yeah.
And I think I might be wrong about that. One of those deities. Now, this, from my knowledge of it, all political leaders have been there, ranging from Clinton, Reagan. They've all been there, and have taken part, or at least spectated this ritual or whatever. I forget what I was listening to. It's been years ago, and it was about a satanic grand wizard or whatever the fuck they're called, the grand poobah of a satanic organization. He said they would bring him into Bohemian Grove. This is the same one that said the music industry would bring him in to do a spell on future stars, and that's what made these people stars. I forget.
That's a little far-fetched for me.
Yeah. But he said he had been to Bohemian. He was brought in and paid to come into Bohemian Grove and do spells and things such as that. So, I mean, odds are it's just about a camping trip for rich fuckers that will have a bonfire.
Yeah, they probably fuck each other.
Probably, but that's okay. Hey, teach their own. Now, the Bilderberg Group, you've heard of this one too.
Yeah.
Is an annual private conference attended by global political leaders, intelligence officials, bankers, and corporate executives. Meetings are closed to the public and media, which has fueled speculation about its influence.
Yeah.
This is what a lot of people say is where the elites, and I do believe to a certain extent there's government, but government's not the top of the pyramid. The elite, there is a layer above.
Yeah, royal families and shit.
No, I don't even think it's royal families anymore. Maybe at one time, yes.
In the Bilderberg Group, I think it is.
But I think global
Bilderberg Group has all the most affluent royal families in there.
Yes, because they're powerful people. But I think it's a social structure. The elites run. There's a layer above government. We'll just use America here. President, Congress.
Jay-Z and Beyonce.
No, fuck them.
Elon Musk.
You have the president, you have Congress, you have the Senate. They take their marching orders from somebody else.
Yeah, there's a reason why Elon Musk is embedded in the U.S. government at this point.
And a perfect example of this, every president in my lifetime, or that I know, have been aware of what they said in their campaign, has said they have promised something and never done it. They don't do it. Whether it be ending wars, whether it be Obama is a perfect example. He got elected on pulling out of Iraq. That is how, well, besides that he's black.
What?
I mean, it was time. Let's be honest.
Shut up.
He campaigned on pulling out of Iraq.
Yeah.
And when he got into office, he did not pull out of Iraq. He escalated even more. Now, why is that? One of two reasons.
Oil.
He was just lying to get elected. Possibility. Or B, he had true intentions on doing such a thing. And then he got into office, and there was a meeting after he swore, oath on the fucking whatever he used, whether it's the Bible or whatever, I don't know. And he went to his office, sat down in his big chair behind that big desk.
He went, fuck him.
And all of a sudden, door opens up, said, "Okay, boy."
Racist.
Let me tell you how this really works.
He got a phone call, and they're like, should we drop the missiles in the Middle East again? And fucking that Sith Lord was in the background. Do it.
But somebody comes in, Clinton and aliens.
He's fucking them.
There's a reason why, and I think today's society has proven, the Epstein file has proven this beyond a shadow of a doubt. Why do you think that the list why do you think nobody's been arrested for two people were accused and one was convicted, one's dead, but
allegedly
one was convicted of trafficking kids to the elites for child trafficking. But yet that conviction led to no arrest of said traffickees, or no, that would be the kids.
Traffickers.
No, that would be her. The people who received.
Customers.
The customers. Why has nobody been arrested? Because it's a powerful the most powerful people are on that list. And that is why, whether you like Trump or not Trump, that is why that it's so, this has been years trying to get the documents out. Because there is a layer above the government that's actually pulling the strings. And if they don't want it to get out, it's not getting out.
Yeah. So much so to the point that, you know, Ro Khanna, the representative that's like really pushing for like the full disclosure on that. Yeah. There's literally some female, I believe, Republican or like politician like making a like effort to take him to de-seat him because he's been going after the Epstein files hard. He was one of the ones that came out and was like, there's not shit in there. He's like, they redacted some of it. It still blacked the fuck out though. Like, yeah, there's a lot of pages of it, but there's not a whole lot more actual information.
So there is something to, there's a government above the government. There's a secret government.
The cabal.
Whatever word you want to, that isn't elected.
The reptilians.
I mean, and I think it's always been that way. For the mere fact, okay, the president of the United States is supposed to be the most powerful man in the country, possibly the world, correct?
Yes.
But they do not tell him everything.
No.
There's a reason why most presidents before Obama probably did not know. When asked, is Area 51 real? They said, no, it's not real. They did not know about it.
So you're saying the whole country changed when the black guy moved in?
Probably. No, I don't think they told him.
Was that when the housing market crash happened?
2008.
Yeah, he was elected in 2008.
Yeah. Coincidence?
Property values went down.
I think it crashed before. Oh no, maybe because it started with no, it crashed after. I think he was already he just took office. I think when because he bailed out the banks. Yeah,
properties went down.
True, but like I was saying, there is a government above the government that's not elected.
Yeah,
and I think
because it's not a government; they're just people.
They run the freaking world,
or at least girls.
They run girls.
Who run the world? Girls.
Okay.
Beyonce, Jay-Z, boom.
Wasn't that the Spice Girls?
No, that was Jay-Z.
I think no, that was Spice Girls.
You're thinking "Spice Up Your Life."
I think
"Spice Up Your Life."
I think that was a line in that song, wasn't it? That was a line in the song.
I don't know. I know that that's like a whole song for Beyonce. I think. I'm pretty sure it's actually called "Girls."
Anyway. Okay, so things such as the Trilateral Commission, a private international organization founded in the 1970s to foster corporations between North America, Europe, and Asia. Members include political leaders, central bankers, and corporate executives. Basically, this is just another Bilderberg group.
Yeah. It's like this is like the one that's not as cool.
It's probably the same fucking group, just a different date.
This is the kids' table.
Probably not. It's probably just, hey, let's go to Bob's house this time. And we'll call it something different.
Asia. This one's the multicultural one. It's not just white people.
True. Now, some of these are harmless professional clubs. Some maintain elaborate symbolism and ceremonial traditions like the Masons, the OTO, which we didn't talk about. And some are based off political ideologies, which directly move the planet, the Earth, the world in a certain direction, probably.
Mm.
So, now, are these people practicing occultist? Maybe.
I'm sure some of them are.
Yeah.
At least one or two. But that's like, I think social media and shit like that, and media in general, has a lot to do with the misunderstanding of a lot of this shit, too. They're just like, the CEO of Walmart was seen golfing with the CEO of Target. There's something going on behind the scenes. Or maybe they're just some of the only two dudes that can go golfing together that can actually have a conversation because they understand each other's lives.
Maybe.
Maybe they're not like, oh, they're looking at them on the golf course. You could almost see the devil horns forming out of their Titleist hats. They're colluding for the downfall of man by putting more Red 40 in our kids' snacks.
Let's dive a little bit more into rituals and symbology and power structures here.
I'm about to dive in.
Rituals reinforce group identity and hierarchy.
Yeah.
Okay. Symbols create shared meaning among insiders. Ancient religions use rituals and reinforce authority and divine legitimacy, which plays back into last week's episode with the occult and the monarchs, divine right to lead
Black
or to
baseball
rule.
team.
Modern power structures sometimes mirror those same symbolic systems. Like, I think a perfect example is the all-seeing eye.
Yeah.
Now, that is an Egyptian symbol. A perfect fucking example of this, and this might get this episode taken down, is the swastika.
Yeah. It's a Hindu symbol.
It was a Hindu symbol for what? Peace, love, or something like
Something like that.
And then it was hijacked by old Dolphy.
Yeah. Interesting fact, there's also a Pokemon card in history that had like a swastika on it.
Right.
I don't know if it was intentional. They banned the card. I want one.
But he hijacked this symbol probably because he thought it was cool and liked it.
Or somebody just told him to do it. Like, there you go.
And now it is the epitome of evil.
Yeah.
So
He was an art student. What if he thought he came up with that shit? And he was like, that's so fucking cool. That's going to be my little emblem forever and ever now.
But like I was saying, the all-seeing eye was an Egyptian symbol that people like the Freemasons,
which was probably pre-Egyptian even at that point.
Probably.
It was probably like Mesopotamian or some shit.
If you've followed Freemasonry, the all-seeing eye is involved in that as well.
There's eyes. Yeah, there's eyes in everything.
That is
whatever the
why.
little blue one is.
That is why it is on our dollar bill above the pyramid, because Freemasons do look, it's almost like a historical group. They study all that shit. They didn't hijack the all-seeing eye. They used it, or they
reinterpreted it.
They taught it and said, this is what the Egyptians, they acknowledged it was Egyptian. And then, but they kind of maneuver it to represent. Some people would classify it as like God watching over us, which for a Christian or a religious person is not a bad thing. That's what it's a symbol of. Or it could be looked at as all-seeing eyes in the NSA, always watching.
Be interesting if like you could go back in time and find the guy that designed the dollar bill, and you're like, why'd you put occult symbolism in this fucking thing? And he's just like, I just thought it looked cool, man. Sorry. It was either an eye on top of the pyramid or a baseball and a hot dog. Those were my two options. Yo, baseball and a hot dog on the dollar bill would be pretty sick.
Yeah. But, here's a question.
Fuck a president.
Put a
glizzy on there.
Right. Do powerful groups naturally drift toward rituals and symbology? Is that even a word?
Symbolism?
Symbolism, yes.
I feel like it's an inevitable outcome. Because, like, you're a secret society. So, like, you're going to do things in a way to keep things secret. And with time, those are just going to become the norm for that society.
Right.
Like, why do we have meetings in the sewer? You see any fucking reporters?
No. Well, here's my take on it personally. Ritual and symbols is in those type fraternities are mainly just a way to is a bonding act. To a group of people can share something that reinforces their loyalty, reinforces their commitment to whatever they're doing, like the swastika for the Nazis.
You just keep coming back to the swastika.
But that is something they rallied around. It was a they used as a symbol for them.
Yeah.
And then now some of the groups in modern times are using for white power based off that. So it something, and that is why something like the swastika gets such a negative thing. And at one point it was good, but bad outweighs good. Of course, apparently now Hitler ain't that bad. Apparently, Trump's worse than Hitler.
Let's say they're alarmingly similar.
I'm going to disagree.
In the way that they speak, they're alarmingly similar.
Yes, but anybody that's charismatic, you gotta give old Adolf some props. The man could speak.
I just saw
he would have made a great.
Oh yeah,
he would have made a great head coach and give a great halftime speech.
I don't know, but yeah, it's just like I just saw an old Anthony Bourdain interview about Trump.
Yeah,
he said he would not have dinner with Trump if he asked him to. And he was like, why? He was like, he doesn't seem interesting to me. He doesn't seem like he likes food. He doesn't seem like he is going to want to talk to stuff. And he said he's known people that have had dinner with him. And he was like, he was like, if you want to listen to him talk about himself for an hour, go have a seat with him and have dinner with him. I was like, that all reads.
I'm good.
None of that is surprising to me. I'm not going to lie.
I'm good.
But, secrets.
Anyway,
he seems like the type that would gossip too. He for 20 years he was like, I told 500 people about Jeffrey. I told everybody at the social club about Jeffrey.
Now let's take a dive back into more of what we talked about last week. Actual occult or weird symbolic or ritual type stuff in practice. Nancy Reagan, which we talked a little bit about. I used this as an example in last week's episode. In the early years of Ronald Reagan's administration, an unusual practice quietly became part of the White House scheduling process. First Lady Nancy Reagan began consulting an astrologer to help determine the most favorable times for certain presidential activities.
Fuck off.
Now, this reportedly began after the attempted assassination of old Ronnie in 1981. The attack deeply shook Nancy Reagan, as it fucking should.
Yeah, I get yeah.
And increased her concern about her husband's safety. In the months that followed, she began seeking guidance from an astrologer as a way of identifying safer or more favorable dates for public appearances and travel.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand that a little bit more.
There's a reason for it, yeah. The astrologer Nancy Reagan consulted was Joan Quigley.
Quigley Down Under.
A San Francisco-based astrologer who specialized in political and personal charts, astrological charts. Using planetary alignment and astrological calculations, Quigley would advise on timing for events such as presidential travel, speeches, press conferences, public appearances, and major announcements.
Was this person 7?
Why?
Because you could get a 7-year-old to do that shit.
That's
I drew you a picture. It's the sky.
No, I'm going to have to disagree on that. Those motherfuckers you got to be smart to do that shit. There's a lot going on in astrology.
Or do you?
There's a lot of calculations.
Just make it the fuck up as you go.
I want to do an astrology episode at some point.
I don't. From the way you talk about it, I don't think either of us have the mental fortitude to do so.
It's just not. Oh, the planets there. There's
Mercury's in retrograde.
There is a formula. It's like math.
Yeah, that's stupid.
But according to Quigley, astrology was used to determine these favorable timings that it would influence political decision. Public revelation for this occurred became public. It basically became public in 1988 when former White House Chief of Staff Donald Reagan revealed it in his memoir.
Wait, really?
Yeah, Reagan.
Donald Reagan?
Yeah, probably a relative. Probably might have been his son. Fuck, I don't know. No.
The fuck, Ronald and Donald?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
I guess that's what it said. I don't know. Reagan wrote in that memoir that scheduling decisions were reviewed with the astrologer before becoming finalized. This claim caused a media controversy, with critics questioning whether astrology had any role to play in the White House decision making. Nancy Reagan later clarified that astrology was only used to help scheduling events and was never involved in policy decisions or government strategy. Now, regardless of the extent of its influence, the story highlights something interesting about power and uncertainty. You Googling Donald Reagan.
Yeah, there's pictures of them together. Ronald and Donald Reagan. Huh. Not related, spelled differently.
Even
Ronald McDonald Reagan.
Even
what the fuck? Who hired that guy?
Oh.
You're telling me him and Nancy didn't go, you fucking serious? Like, come on.
All right. Even inside the most powerful political institutions in the world, individuals sometimes turn to symbolic systems like astrology when facing fear, risk, and unpredictability. For many observers, the idea of astrology charts would consult while managing Cold War diplomacy. Would that be surprising?
No. Unnecessary, though.
But
you know who didn't have astrology on his side? Harry Stamper.
But it also illustrates a broader pattern seen throughout history. Powerful people often look for guidance beyond traditional political or scientific framework. This is why YouTube is the massive monster that it is. People are looking for answers, and they might look else. They take in.
Yeah,
everything.
YouTube's a shit. YouTube can teach you how to do anything from like change your tire to summon fucking
demons,
Lilith,
or listen to this bullshit.
Yeah, that's also true.
Uh,
You're better off summoning Lilith. Apparently, she's like the demon of homosexuality or some shit, according to that Catholic priest I listened to last week. I was like, really? Is that what it is? I was like, I thought she was like the eater of children.
That too. Now, here's an interesting question when it comes to this. Does the pressure of leadership, and this will date back to...
Yes, before you even finish, I'm going to say yes to an extent, at least sometimes.
It kind of harkens back to last week's episode. Does the pressure of leadership make people more likely to search for hidden patterns or guidance?
100%.
Yeah.
Because you get so powerful and so high up that nobody can tell you shit. You have to look somewhere for something. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's everybody all the time, but like, yeah, 100%. I bet you there are people that do shit like this.
Right.
Because, like I said, when you don't answer to anybody, who do you ask for advice on shit after a certain point?
Right. I mean,
not everybody has a Morgan Freeman from Batman.
Here's my thinking.
Lucius, was that his name? Or was that his name?
I think so.
Like Fox or some shit.
Here's my thinking on this.
Tyrone?
I'm a big believer in just not reading the headlines. If I'm going to learn,
yeah, that's part of the problem. Is most people just read the headlines and they're like, "Yep, I got the news now."
If you want to know something or do something or try something, or you're something,
read the actual body of what it is about, and read multiple versions of it.
Take everything into account.
They bombed Iraq or Iran. Waning moon. Should have known.
I mean, I think prayer. What do we fucking think prayer? I've said this before. Prayer is nothing more than a ritual or spell.
Yeah.
And the broad view of it.
Yeah, the only difference is when we say shit like that, it doesn't necessarily give it an evil connotation.
Right. It's just the good version. But it's the same as casting a spell. You're asking a deity to help you with something. You're giving him praise and thanks and saying, hey, by the way, can you get Becky to blow?
That bitch.
I mean, basically,
Can
it's a
you
spell.
Can you please make, I don't know, insert a totally made up name, Miranda
Shitty.
Schillenbriner to trip when she's going up the stairs and drop her books in front of Bryson. That bitch. We were in love. We were together for 4 whole months. We were gonna get married and have kids.
Where are we at?
And that whore just came out of nowhere and took him.
Jesus Christ. Okay, let's move. We gotta speed this up.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer?
Let's move on. We talked about the swastika Nazis and their occult love of. Hey,
Occult, semicolon, love of.
they were looking for the Ark.
The Covenant? Yeah.
They found it.
They were looking for Antarctica. They were trying to get to Antarctica.
But
facts. That's facts.
and it's
People still try to argue that. No, that's facts.
Rudolf Hess. In 1941, a senior Nazi leader attempted a secret diplomatic mission that many historians believe was influenced by astrology and occult advisors, which let's be honest, we all know that the Nazis were big on the occult.
Well, yeah, because according to Hellboy, they brought back Rasputin.
Probably. Now, Rudolf Hess was one of Adolf Hitler's closest allies and served as deputy Führer of Nazi Germany.
He was the Donald to Ronald Reagan.
He was the vice pres, basically. Hess had long been fascinated with astrology, mysticism, and occult ideas, which most of the Nazis were into that. Several individuals in his inner circle practiced astrology and other forms of had other esoteric beliefs. During World War II, Hess reportedly consulted astrologers and spiritual advisors who believed certain planetary alignments indicated a favorable moment for a major diplomatic mission. The flight on May 10th, 1941, Hess made a shocking decision. He secretly flew in a Messerschmitt fighter plane from Germany to Scotland without Hitler's approval. His goal was to negotiate peace between Germany and the United Kingdom. Hess believed there were British aristocrats who secretly wanted peace with Germany and that he could reach them personally. The mission failed
Under the table hand jobs.
Almost immediately after parachuting into Scotland. Then who was flying the plane? Did he just crash it? That's
I'm
rude.
assuming he had to have a co-pilot.
I don't think those planes were double seaters. I don't know. Maybe. After parachuting into Scotland, he was arrested by British authorities and taken into custody. Now, later investigation revealed that Hess had been heavily influenced by the astrologers, like I said earlier, and his mystical advisors before the flight. Some historians believe Hess thought the planetary alignment indicated the mission would be a success. Obviously, they misread the chart.
Good call, dumbass.
Nazi leadership quickly tried to distance themselves from the incident and portrayed Hess as a mentally unstable, radical whack job.
He is my brother Bilo. He is retard.
Hitler reportedly became furious when he learned about the unauthorized mission because he was a fucking control freak.
Is your window in the skies without me? You know I love to be in the airplanes. I like to look down on the little square farmlands.
Now,
I still think it's so cool that that the ground actually kind of looks like that, like from the cartoons when you're a kid.
Right.
You take off on a plane and like actually has like those squares of farmland and shit like that. I still think that's so funny.
Right. But a senior leader in the most powerful government in the world attempting a secret diplomatic mission based partly on astrological and astrologers advice.
Oh, he didn't make this astrological
on his own. No.
Oh,
He sought counsel.
it was double.
It's not
stupid.
that fucking strange. From what we've learned over the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, if you saw if you saw an Egyptian person do that in a movie, you'd be like, yeah, that's what they did. But as soon as it's within modern era, people are like, what are you talking about?
But
fucking stupid idiot, dumb fucking moron.
This basically just proves what we've talked about the past 2 weeks, that sometimes political people take advice from the spiritual world or whatever, or the
just something
friend
outside
science,
of theirs.
the friend science. Now, how much influence did astrology actually play in Hess's decision is a good question. Was it 100% or did it? I guess maybe
Just a little bit.
Was this
He's
simply,
probably like, yeah, that's fine.
was this simply the personal belief of one man or evidence of a broader fascination with mysticism inside the Nazi Party, which we know that's a fact? They had a whole castle devoted to occult practices.
Have you ever seen his eagle's nest?
I think that's what. No, that's that wasn't.
That's like his hideout.
That was his hideout. Wherever the Nazi or the what was the fuck? I'm drawing a blank again. What was the SS?
Mm-hmm.
The SS headquarters was in a castle. Basically, the SS was nothing but fucking occultist. From what I've read,
They just went up there and fucked. Because that's part of the occult thing too. Like, there's a lot of gay sex for some reason.
Let's get to the good shit.
Epstein.
Jeffrey Epstein.
Jepstein.
Epstein built a network of powerful political and financial and social connections.
Yes.
His crimes exposed a massive international trafficking operation.
Yes.
That, like we said earlier, nobody was convicted of taking part in, just him
And not very many people are talking about right now either. They're like, what about Iran? Who gives, not to be a dick. Who gives a fuck?
But there's no doubt that everybody on his list or connected to him was powerful in some way.
Yeah.
Jeffrey wasn't contacted you or me.
Yeah. Well, did you see you saw what Kash Patel said about when he was pushed on it about Trump being in there?
Yeah.
They're like the guy. He was like, was Trump's name in there 1,000 times? He was like, I don't even think he said it wasn't in there. He said less. He's like 500 times. He's like less. He gets to a point where he's like, I don't know. This isn't my job. He was like, what is your job? He was like, I'm the director of the FBI. My job is to protect the citizens of this country. And they're like, don't you think that being honest about this particular situation and the people involved in it is a very big part of protecting the citizens of this country? Letting them know if people that have been in power have been, for lack of a better term, possibly murdering, eating, and fucking kids.
Well, and here's the thing about that list. Just because your name's on the list.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
That's like Joe Rogan's name's on the list.
Because he said no.
He said no.
Yeah.
So,
But no, and I don't disagree, but like, put the names out there. And let it be obvious. When it's obvious that they didn't have anything to do with it, then it's obvious. And if there's ever any question, then if there's a question, they're probably guilty of something, even if it's not fucking telling somebody. Which at that point, I don't know if you can, what you would charge that person with, but you could at least have them in front of Congress and have them all be like, shame.
You're watching Game of Thrones.
Shame. You just like fucking be like, all right, we don't know what we're gonna get with you with. We might not be able to, but just let it be known. Let the record in Congress and the Supreme Court show you're a fucking dick. Judge is like sustained.
Now, the Epstein case is a fertile breeding ground for conspiracies.
It's a Catholic. It's a Catholic Hispanic woman of conspiracy theory.
If we've learned anything from this past 5 years, most conspiracies, I've always said there's a little truth in all conspiracies.
Yeah.
And now most conspiracies are a lot of truth.
Yeah.
Not 100%. I went from about 20% to we're pushing high 80s. The only conspiracy I can't truly get behind anymore, flat Earth.
Watch tomorrow. They're gonna be like, well,
Earth's
hate
flat.
to break it to you guys,
but I believe we talked about this last week. Pizzagate, pretty much.
Dude, fuck off with that shit. I've been craving pizza so hard for the past 2 days.
Everything those fuckers said about Pizzagate was pretty much fucking on point.
Minus the random pizza shop meeting point.
Right. But
which is just sounds asinine when you say it.
But the coded language has all been
It's just pig Latin. Skiggity figgity.
Like, I think jerky and shit.
Yeah. What if it was though? What if they're just like, we finally broke their code? Be like, what was it? It was like, the text message from Hillary Clinton: "Eat may at they eatsa pay Arler pay," and they're like, took us 6 years, 6 years to break this one.
But I think we owe some crazy motherfuckers some apologies. Because but the people.
And it's one of those ones that sucks. Is like you have people like me to an extent, but like I never got into quite this level of depravity with the whole upper echelon conspiracies before it came out. And I think a lot of it is because I think you kind of have the inkling, but nobody ever, even the heaviest conspiracy theorists, nobody wanted this shit to be the truth.
Yeah.
This shit is so fucked up that I think even a heavy conspiracy theorist would probably be like, didn't think it was going to be that bad because my brain didn't want to fathom that being a fucking thing.
Well, and I remember distinctly with Pizzagate. People said
my elbow is causing me some issues tonight.
Just thinking that there was an elite trafficking ring.
Which just makes sense.
But people say, oh, no, that's not true.
That makes so much sense. It would be so easy to get away with. Everybody's got the money to fucking do it that's involved.
Right. And, I mean, think about it.
And they've all got as much to lose as the other one, so they're going to shut their fucking mouth about it.
Yeah. And just think about how many kids go missing every year.
Yeah, so many. Did they ever find that girl that...
I was born in the 70s.
Yeah.
From the 70s in my life, they used to put these motherfuckers on milk cartons.
They have they still have a wall at Walmart.
Yeah.
I've been seeing, have they found that girl that they had pictures of up in the fucking corner store?
You know what? I don't know.
I saw that and I was like, I haven't seen her. Like,
but even today, excuse me, of all the kids, you'll see posts of my daughter's missing, and
then you see the movie Weapons.
It's still fucking going on, and it kind of makes sense now, and why we didn't see it. But people don't think, and people want to believe the best in everybody. There are some sick fucks out there, and apparently the number is very large, and they probably have some fucking money.
Yeah.
And and
I also do subscribe to the idea that a lot of people are kind of pressured into a lot of this shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like to join the club of revolving blackmail, basically. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, well, you did this, so now I got it on you. So watch your fucking ass.
Yeah. But people want to believe that nobody would do such a thing, but obviously they did.
Yeah. Anything you think a human won't do, there's somebody, at least one somebody out there that will do it.
Right. I mean, nothing surprises me anymore. I know what I would do, but I don't know what anybody else would do. I mean, I got my kinks. We all have our kinks.
Yeah, but eating children isn't one of them.
No.
Well, I guess that's not a sexual thing so much. At least not the eating of them.
And that's the thing about the Epstein file. I've heard that as well. There's no doubt in my mind there was some murder going on too.
Oh, 100%.
100%. Now, the consumption, I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. Possibly.
Well, it's like that picture of like that, him having that like outbreak of something on his mouth, around his mouth. Yeah. And people are like, that looks a lot similar to this thing. I can't remember the name of it that like you can get from consuming human flesh. And I'm like, could it just be massive herpes?
Yeah, it could just be you got hold of some bad puss. I mean,
or dick.
Hey, either or
both.
Maybe.
Same time.
He was pitching and catching. I don't know.
Patching.
I mean, but
kitchen.
Nothing surprises me.
Unfortunately. But it's kind of sad that we see some of the shit we do and we're like, yeah, man, that, yep.
We're gonna have to kick this and fast forward. We are running long. Okay.
First time for both of us.
Yes. Occult symbolism in intelligence agencies. Let's get to it.
I feel like you could that one just kind of gets looped into the government in general.
Well,
it's just like that's just what happens.
Intelligence agencies have relied on secrecy, compartmentalization, and internal culture. Many of these organizations believe symbols, mottos, and traditions, or they use symbols, mottos, and traditions to reinforce their identity. Fine, makes sense. Some of these symbols draw from ancient mythology or esoteric traditions,
as do most things,
because they're cooler.
Yeah, as do and as do a lot of symbols.
Right. But intelligence agencies such as the CIA adopt symbolic imagery to represent vigilance. Jesus Christ, I can't talk.
Vigilance.
Jesus. Secrecy,
Sean Ryan.
Secrecy and hidden knowledge.
Need to get some of those Vigilance Elite gummy bears.
Yes. CIA seal contains symbolic imagery such as the eagle and starburst representing intelligence gathering.
Whoop-de-doo.
Military and intelligence units frequently use cryptic mottos and what's that?
Iconography.
Iconography. What's that mean? I don't know. Rooted in classic symbolism.
The science of icons.
I don't know. Google that for me. Can't believe I didn't Google that. And
the use and knowledge of symbols.
Probably.
I'll get you the official Merriam-Webster. The visual study, identification, and description of symbols, motifs, and imagery used to convey specific meanings or narratives in art and culture. I was right for once.
But secret society, and here's where secret societies play in. What all of them have in common is initiation, fraternities. They're all very similar. Hierarchy, secrecy, and insider knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, every fraternity has an initiation. Especially in college, any group has an initiation. Did I ever tell you that story? We talked about the story, the football initiation in college.
Did that have something to do with the shower?
The elephant walk.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I remember my dorm, because I didn't stay in the football player dorm my freshman year. I had to be in a regular person dorm. But there was like 4 or 5 of us there. And me and my roommate, 2 big motherfuckers, the RN or what's it? RA, said, hey, come to the meeting room. Each floor had a hall. I said,
no.
I said, no. He goes, no, you have to. I said, what for? He said, it's initiation. I said, no.
Fuck off.
I said, make me, motherfucker.
I pay to live here. I don't need to be initiated into
People
shit.
People who were listening won't be here. I went, make me. Because I was literally a foot taller than him.
Pussy.
I was like, it ain't happening, boys.
Be like, especially back in the day, be like, I'll get the house paddle. I'd be like, oh yeah, you're gonna get Barry Badgernath from fucking Beer Fest.
There ain't one of you motherfuckers can do shit to me. Anyway, okay. Let's see. I think that's really about. We've pretty much covered.
It's just all like so much of this shit's just like
much to do about nothing.
Is sensationalized so much.
Right.
They're like, oh, the government. And I'm like, those are symbols that I'm not saying that they're not or couldn't be, but they're pretty much all symbols that have been used for thousands of fucking years.
Right.
What is old shall become new again.
Be more specific, Gonzo.
I think he's talking about the Barry Badgernath.
Oh,
from Beer Fest.
Oh.
They stuck the ping pong paddle up his ass.
Oh.
It's like I've been shitting pancakes ever since.
But yeah.
I was playing ping pong and ding dang.
What? And here's, symbols. And symbols
It's a good band.
Are used to possibly bring luck, to
just put across a message in general. Right. Like a no smoking sign.
Or to represent meaning in something.
Yeah.
A cross.
Star of David.
Star of David. Symbol. Oh, but those are religious from organized.
So it's okay.
Official, it's okay.
Yeah, so it's okay.
But if it's a geometric pattern in a city, because we all know Washington, D.C. was laid out
Mm-hmm.
in a certain way with geometric patterns, which a lot is based on.
I'm just waiting for somebody to be like, yeah, no, there are underground tunnels that connect a lot of the shit.
But no, just the streets, the grid, is laid out in geometric patterns, which is a lot of Freemasonry because of Freemason designed the city.
Yeah, they're Masons.
So it was designed that way, and the symbols used to make it to give it the illusion. I don't want to say illusion, but give it the presence of the most powerful city in the world.
The Chris Angel did.
Yes. So
like
is
it.
that wrong? Is that bad? Is that
No, and like,
does
who
it
gives
help?
a fuck?
No.
Until we find out that it opens the gates to hell, who gives a shit? They put stuff in places. It's fine.
And ritual. How many people watch baseball? Baseball's getting ready to start.
Fucking March Madness already started.
But how many baseball players, when they go up to bat, especially they do the sign of the cross.
They give the hand job on the handle of their bat. They spit in the same space. They dig out an uncomfortable amount of sand in the batter's box.
It's a ritual.
And then you don't do it, you don't hit a home run. What was the Cubans
In Major League?
Yeah.
Oh,
Fuck.
oh, fuck.
What's the name of
Oh, God.
the deity, the coconut headed guy that looks like
Babu.
look like Don King.
Babu.
Yeah, Cuban Don King.
What was it?
Nobu?
Nobu, yeah, something like that. Or something like that.
He said,
Oh, what was his fucking Toronto?
yeah. He said curveball. Nobu scared.
No. Oh, I liked Jesus very much, but he no help me hit curveball.
Yeah.
You saying the Lord Jesus Christ can't hit a curveball?
It's so stupid. Man.
Toronto needs a live chicken.
Willie Mays Hayes. Run like Mays, play like Hayes.
But
or whatever.
But a batter going up to bat doing the sign of the cross.
Yeah, we all
It's a
have
ritual.
shit. We all have shit we do. We have morning routines, all that shit. It's all equatable.
Step on a crack, break your mother's back. You remember that one? Was that around when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm sure I stepped on plenty of cracks. I don't think my mother ever broke her back. I broke mine, but
She stepped on a couple. Like that little shit didn't come over for Christmas. Fuck.
So I think it's like you
Mama broke my back.
said, took 40 fucking 6 years. I think it's much to do about nothing, and just like the one in the chat.
I mean, there's something there, but it's not all as bad as everybody wants it to be.
Not everything.
I think that's what it is. I think people want shit to be more than it is because they're fucking bored.
Not everything is Adolf Hitler, and not everything is Jesus Christ. You know what? It's
Superstar.
It's in the fucking middle. And like I said, I want to do an episode on astrology at some point. I want to do an episode on manifestation, which said is prayer, people. Same.
Same.
As you
Different, but still same.
as you like to say. Just because one group does it, it's good. Another group does it, it's the same thing, but bad. It don't work life does not work that way.
Yeah, life don't life like that.
So I'm hungry. We're gonna get the fuck
I kind
out
of
of
got to
here.
poop. I had to fart. I was just gonna see if we could pick it up on the mic.
No, let's don't do that.
Honestly, I was considering right as we were stopping the stream, just standing up and just right into the microphone. Just a good night. But now you know
All right. We will
the
see
bass dropped.
We will see you next week. Take care, and
Don't fucking have any symbols on your car. Get rid of your coexist sticker that's on your bumper.
or your Jesus fish.
Oh, your God cod?
All right. I will see you next week. Take care.
Bye.